Hi everyone, this is a pick a card reading for no contact. Will they contact you? So I decided to keep it quite simple with the aesthetic of this entire reading. We've just got these three piles. So whichever pile you feel most drawn to is going to be the reading for you. So we have group 1, group 2 and group 3. Timestamps for each of these readings will be in the description box below. So you can always go to the description box of my video and then you can click on the timestamp. It will take you to the reading that you're most drawn to. So that is pretty much that. I also want to mention as well, if you'd like to win a free reading with me, please do check out the description box below as well. Information is there on how you can enter for the free reading giveaway, which I've been doing for almost a whole year now, which is crazy. I think it is a year now. Or is it a year in April? I'm not sure. Anyways, yeah, it's really, really amazing. Thank you so much for all of your support on that. It has been an absolute pleasure to read for so many of you through the giveaway that I have been giving away, the readings that I've been giving away. Also, if you'd like to book a private paid reading, information will be in the description box below. They are done within 24 hours usually, so yeah, that is in the description box as well. Also, if you'd like to purchase any of my intention bracelets, which are handmade by me, they're also meditated with, they're saged. If you want to see the reviews and see how other people have seen results with these bracelets, please do head over to my Etsy shop. A link to my Etsy shop will be in the description box below, where there's also the reviews section. This one is the Communication Throat Chakra bracelet. So if you are interested, there's tons of different bracelets on there that all have different purposes. They're handmade by me, they're meditated with, they're saged. International shipping, which is completely free. We ship everywhere. And yeah, it's just really exciting actually. I was actually just thinking, you know, we don't ship to North Korea or anything like that. But I know I just said we ship everywhere, but we ship pretty much worldwide, you know, that's what I was trying to say. Anyways, it was something that came up in my mind. Okay, so let's get started. Let's see what's coming through and what messages I can also give you as well. And we're going to start first of all with group number 1 and then move on to the other 2 groups. So I'm just going to move these out of the way. Okay, I'm just going to move my water as well. There we go. Right. Okay, so group number 1, no contact. Will they contact you? So we've got here the Trip-in-Wait deck, and we're going to do a big spread, see what's coming through. I'm also going to give you lots of additional information as we go through the reading as well. So even though this reading is for the question, no contact, you know, will they contact you? We're also going to get so much more information. Maybe there's other questions you had in your mind, which actually might get answered in this reading as well as we go along. So I'd highly recommend you to watch the entire reading if possible. And let's get started. Yes, I'm going to start by shuffling these cards. Okay, so with there being no contact, will they contact you? Whoa, okay. Bunch of cards just came out. Oh my gosh, I hope you can just see what's going on there. Lovers also flipped over. Let me just put these cards together. And I am an upright reader as well. Okay, so we've got the 10 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, King of Pentacles, the Lovers. You know, this is such a strong energy of contact. Yes, I do feel that this person is going to contact you. I feel like you've already got your answer, but you know, there's so much more information that I definitely do want to say about this. First of all, the 10 of Pentacles here does show an element of time. So does the King of Pentacles as well. And when we have this element of time, it just feels never ending. It feels like, oh, things are just dragging on. Oh, why are they dragging on? Why can't this person just be on the same page as me? It just feels tiring, right? As I'm literally saying that, I feel exhausted. I feel tired for you. And my day's only just getting started. So, you know, I can't be tired right now. I'm actually not tired right now. But, you know, when I'm thinking of this energy, it's making me feel tired. That's the thing. So it's what I'm seeing, right? Is that this person, the reason why that I also feel that there's no contact here is because they just haven't felt ready. And this can be to do with a multiple amount of things. You know, when someone is not ready, it just is, it's a lot, right? It's a lot for their energy, it's a lot for them to handle. It's just, it seems like a lot, it feels like a lot. And again, that's something I'm seeing. So in time, they will come forward. In time, they will want to take things further. They will want to manifest things with you. But again, it's that element of time which nobody likes. I totally understand. Trust me, I've been in a situation like this, and I used my cards also, and they said, you know, things like this, and I was like, are we really sure about this? You know, I can't believe it. You know, it's almost like the situation is, in the physical sense, is so different to sometimes what tarot is showing, and sometimes we don't believe it. But then when things do happen in the physical world and a person does come and contact you, it's like, wow, okay. So that's what I'm also seeing, is that so many of you, your situation is so different to what the cards are showing here that some of you might be like, Moonlight, really? Are you sure? I just want to say, I am sure. I am sure. In time, this person is going to contact you. It's something I am seeing, but remember, in time. You might be ready for something right now. This person isn't necessarily ready for it at this very point in time. They will grow into it. They will grow to become ready, and I think that's also very important. I don't think it's good for people to necessarily rush into certain things all the time. There are some certain situations where things can be rushed and they can work out and be amazing. You know, for example, my parents met once and then 3 days later they were engaged. Like, that's a very rare situation, right? A really rare situation. Was it rushed? Yes, it was. Did it work out? It did, right? But most of the time, that's like a very, like a small sort of situation where, not a small situation, it's like a 1 in a million sort of situation, you know, and then it ends up working. But most of the time, things have to be done, you know, step by step. And that's what I'm seeing with this person, is that they're not someone that necessarily wants to rush everything. They want to be able to understand everything step by step, take their time to make sure they've got the full grasp of it, because some people just cannot move that fast, right? Some people can move fast and it can work, absolutely. I just gave you an example. But for other people, they just have to go step by step so that they also personally understand it. So that's what I'm seeing and saying. I feel for some of you, that example that I gave was actually really important to sort of understand, because if two people are not on the same wavelength, no matter how hard you try, it can feel like you're just going up against a brick wall. So it's really important that two people are on the same wavelength, right? And once the two of you are on the same wavelength, things can progress more. So once the two of you come into contact, and that contact is wanted by both sides, not just one side, okay? So right now it's wanted by you, I feel. The contact has to happen on both sides to also then be able to progress further, to have this with the lovers, okay? So that's really what I'm seeing. Is this person going to contact you? Yes. But is it going to take time? Yes. Will things progress from that point on? Yes, because then you'll be on the same page in terms of contact, but they also still need to progress in terms of other things as well. Wow, I really hope I didn't confuse anyone so far with this reading, but I just want you guys to know that this is something that I think is really important for me to mention to you, something that's really important to, of course, show you as well. And I think the card's doing a really good job, personally, of showing you that. The Nine of Cups also shows that right now this is like a wish, right? But it also shows that the wish can come true. So never underestimate the genie, ever, right? Ever. Ace of Wands, there it is. Seven of Pentacles. I like combining both of these cards together. The Seven of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands really showcase here that yes, communication will happen, okay? The contact will happen. But the Seven of Pentacles is very important as well, because it really showcases a sense of them needing to reflect on things, taking time through things. Not everybody can just move at your pace, if that makes any sense. And this is not me telling you off in any way, shape or form. You know, I'm a fast mover, and that's totally fine if you move a lot faster in certain things, and if you want contact and you want to be able to build on contact and you're wondering why things just, are the way that they are. It's okay. It is okay to be the way that you are. Don't ever blame yourself for it. But what I am seeing is that this person just needs more time. They take more time to reflect upon things. They take more time to do things. They take more time to also understand things as well. They move at a very different pace. So don't blame yourself for the pace that you move at if you're comparing it to the pace that they move at. Sometimes it can feel cruel, Sometimes you might feel like, oh, if only I moved slower, maybe things would be easier. Don't think about it that way. Don't, because what I'm really seeing here is that contact will come, but in a way, you're so much more spiritually awakened than this person. You're much more conscious than this person. And I think that's a beautiful gift, because I see so many of you in your mind questioning yourself. Don't ever question yourself. Ever, 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 ever. So yes, the Ace of Wands does show communication. It shows interaction. It shows things progressing, moving in a good direction. But it's also important for us to make sure that we are not then overthinking to the point where we're blaming ourselves. What I do see is that this person is going to contact you after they really reflect on a lot of things. They reflect on the growth of things. They reflect on how they feel. And also they take things step by step, because that's also something that's really important to them as well. So I think that that's really necessary as well. Strength card. I think the Strength card is important for so many reasons, because the Strength card here shows that once they become stronger, once they become much more aware, once they have really realised how they feel, what they feel, which direction, which is going to be the direction that they come towards you, but they need to grow more, and they need to also reflect upon their growth, right? You see these leaves, you see those pentacles on those leaves, right? Things have grown, but they also need to sit comfortably in it to understand what it is, through their lessons. And once they've reflected upon it, they get stronger. They realise things. And when we realise things, we're like, oh, okay, so this is how this works. Oh, okay, this is how I feel. I like how I feel doing this. Okay, so that's how we also grow. And this is how they are growing. The more they grow, the more they are instinctively and spiritually coming towards you. And mentally as well, and emotionally, they are taming their fears. They're becoming much more fearless in that sense. And also the Lovers here shows a lot of growth, spiritual growth as well, because the Lovers here shows eventually coming to be on the same page as you. But because right now there is this mismatched kind of energy, they need to focus on themselves, they need to learn more, grow more, and that then will allow them to become on the same wavelength, right? So we see that here. And we also see that with the Queen and the King of Pentacles. So yes, there is going to be contact, but first, leveling up. I just think that's really important. I'm just going to take a sip of my water as well. They've got to level up. It's as simple as that. Do I see counterparts here? Yes. Do I see love here? Yes. And we've got the Lovers, right? We've got the Ten of Pentacles. It's really significant, and I do see significant things happening for you. But also, the level up has to happen first. And how does that happen? Well, it happens when someone is also in no contact. And I know that can be so frustrating to hear, like, ugh, how? Why? Why, Moonlight? Why? Why are you saying this? I'm saying this because absence, distance, space can make the heart grow fonder. And sometimes when we're not constantly around someone, or we have no contact with someone, or someone is just not talking to us, they have that energy and they're thinking much more. And they realise certain things like, oh, I kind of miss talking to that person. I miss being around that person. It's really strange not being around that person. And that's what I'm seeing in regards to this person, is that they start to miss you. And I already feel that they have missed you. But sometimes people have to stay in that period of time for a lot longer to realise that they truly miss you. And that's why we see that element of time as well. because what happens sometimes is when someone has no contact, so for example, you've had no contact with this person, I really feel that this person here is thinking to themselves, okay, but it's only been and the thing is, you might have had no contact with this person for a long time, or maybe it's recent. Whatever the situation is, I'm just going to give an example, but for some people, when they've had no contact with someone, if it's, they've had no contact with a person for a week or a month, they might think, okay, but it's only been a week or a month. I need to give it longer, because maybe this feeling will just pass. So that's really what I'm seeing, okay? And even if it's been a year, some people might say, okay, but it's only been a year, so maybe this feeling will still pass. That's what I'm seeing, okay? And that's what can happen, and that's why you might feel like, but, it's been this long, by now, they should have come forward. But that's the thing, some people might actually, and I feel like this person is doing very much so the same thing, whether it's been however long it's been, the two of you not having no contact, they might think to themselves, yeah, but it's only been this long, maybe the feeling will pass. Okay, so they're trying to sort of think if it's just going to pass, if the feeling's going to pass. Truthfully, the feeling has not passed. And that's what I'm seeing. So they're sitting in that energy, and eventually they're going to realise, I just can't shake this feeling off. I got to move forward. I got to go forward. I feel too strong about this person. Like, why can I not shake this off? Now I'm thinking of that Taylor Swift song, Shake It Off. Oh my gosh. The hater's gonna hate. Oh dear, the hater's gonna hate. Or the player's gonna play. Oh, I've even forgotten the lyrics of that because I'm trying so hard to channel, but I just thought of the Shake It Off song. Okay, wow. This is a very intense reading, just on so many levels, because it's so in-depth, right? It's not just a, yes, they'll contact you kind of reading. It's we are going to get so much more information out of this, that it's going to answer so many more questions that you have. And that's really the aim of my readings. If I wanted to do this pick a card reading for these 3 groups, if I was just going to give you a yes or a no and just a little bit of background information, we'd be done with the reading by now. We would be. All 3 groups would be done by now. But I want to give you even more information. If I'm going to sit here for 20 minutes, doing 20 minutes for each and every group, I want to sit here and make sure I give you as much information as I can. And that goes beyond just the question. So I really very strongly do feel that this person is going to learn more. They're going to grow more. They're going to use this time to realise, oh my gosh, I've sat in this energy for X amount of time, so however much time the two of you have had no contact for, and they're going to realise, I cannot shake this off. I need to go forward. I have strong feelings for this person. I need to express things. Like, why can I not shake things off? They become stronger towards you. They become stronger towards themselves, their emotions, their feelings, and what happens? They break no contact. So what's happening here is that they are going to break the no contact. Yes, they will contact you. They, especially for those of you that have been blocked, or you have no contact with this person whatsoever because, they may have blocked you, they are going to unblock you, right? So that's what I'm seeing there, letting you sort of back into their space. There you go. Right, so we've got all of the cards. I'm just going to put the deck on the side here, but we've got this Page of Cups. We've got the Ace of Swords, 3 of Wands, and we've got here the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is slow moving. So slow. Slow like a tortoise. What's slower than a tortoise? A snail? Is a snail slower than a... I feel like maybe a tortoise is actually faster than a snail. I need to know. I need to know these things. Oh, I need to build up my general knowledge, to be honest. But, this here with the Knight to the King shows a slow energy. As I mentioned, yes, they will contact you, but it's going to be slow. And again, the reason it's going to be slow is because they really want to make sure that they understand their feelings and their emotions truly, and they're not rushing into things, because they don't want to rush things, which I can totally understand, because they want to make sure that they are 100% right. They're on the money in terms of their feelings, right? So that's what I'm seeing. Now, this Three of Wands here shows, again, that element of time, which I know is so frustrating. Trust me, I'm not going to repeat what I said again because you've already heard it so many times. But the Three of Wands here showcases that, yes, there will be no contact, but in time. So the Three of Wands also shows lessons. I think right now it's also a good time for you to not wait, because the Three of Wands shows that you might be waiting. You still might be waiting, and I do not recommend waiting. I always recommend that you do your own thing, you focus on yourself, your own goals, your dreams, your hobbies, things that you have going on for yourself instead of waiting. Waiting can be super draining, it can be just tiring, upsetting. I don't want you to feel like that. It makes me feel hurt seeing you like that, because this person, they will contact you, right? They're gonna come forward. But I think that it's also important for you to put your energy at a place that makes you feel better, where you're taking care of yourself and not stressing about this person to that degree. I mean, naturally you are going to think about this person, right? But it's about doing it to a point where it doesn't cause so much toxic energy and emotion where you feel sad, you feel upset. I don't want you to feel distressed and also feel a sense of distrust towards this person when they do come forward, because, you know, imagine you're waiting and nothing's happening and you're just draining yourself, and then this person does come forward. You're going to have so many trust issues towards this person, and I don't want you to feel that way. I want you to work on just building up your energy, feeling good about yourself, and having that strength in yourself, because you totally deserve it. And remember that this is not your fault, okay? Not your fault. This person just needs time to become on the same wavelength as you. So we've got this Ace of Swords as well, which is very important. Ace of Swords here shows, yes, there will be contact. There it is, that victory. There is a sword. Sorry, there is a crown on top of that sword. That's huge. Okay, because that shows victory on top of communication. So it shows that, yes, they will contact you. And also the Page of Cups is really important as well, because that shows contact, and it also shows things manifesting, things growing, and them coming forward. So let them pursue you. Until then, focus your energy onto yourself and being that boss that you are. Whether you're male or female, remember, I read energies and tarot, not genders. But just being the strong person that you are, and also becoming stronger in the sense that you're like, you know what, yes, I am amazing, yes, I am true to myself, yes, it is not my fault, you know, I'm amazing, you know, and having those affirmations that make you feel stronger. So let them come to you, let them build up your trust and regain your trust in that sense, because they will be contacting you. There we go. So group number 1, this is your reading. I really hope this helped you. I really, really hope that this helped you to find that light at the end of the tunnel. And you can see that with these 2 very strong aces as well. And you can see counterparts on multiple cards as well. But we also have this element of time. So group number 1, if this resonates with you, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Do check out the description box below for information on private paid readings, free reading giveaway, my bracelets which are on Etsy, all that good stuff. Ta-da! As I just ruined your spread. And also, I hope you have a lovely day or night wherever you are, whenever you're watching this, and do take care, group number 1. And now I'm going to move on to group number 2. Alright, take care. Alright, so group number 2, this is your reading for no contact. Will they contact you? So we have this wonderful deck of cards which is called Golden Universal, super fun, super golden, and we're going to have a look and see what's coming through. So I'm going to do a 12 card spread. I'm going to shuffle these cards, lay them out, and let's talk about them. So I'm going to actually get all of the cards out for this reading. And let's begin. Okay, let's have a look and see, despite there being no contact, will they contact you? So we've got the 3 of Wands here, which is actually a very strong no contact card in tarot, right? It's about waiting for your ships to come in, waiting for someone to quite literally contact you. So, I mean, it's connected very well to our reading, but of course I'm going to answer your question as well. So let's just get all of these cards out first. Six of Pentacles, I want to put these 4 together. Let's do this. And then I'm going to fill up the gaps. So we've got the 5 of Wands, we've got the Ace of Cups, the 8 of Cups, Ace of Cups, 8 of Cups, sound very similar, don't they? 4 of Swords, sound very similar, but very different in energies. Oh yes, oh yes. 6 of Cups, Empress, 4 of Cups. I can definitely pick up the energy on what's happening right now, and that is definitely you feeling in some way, shape or form rejected, because the 4 of Cups is about sort of putting your cup out and hoping for something, and then this other person just sort of rejecting and not really paying attention to this cup. You know, they're just sort of in their own world, doing their own thing, not necessarily most interested in the fact that there is this cup that you are still holding out, in the sense that you might not necessarily be communicating or trying to communicate with them, but you're hoping that something comes out of it, and it's just like they're not paying attention to anything. You know, even spiritually, they seem a bit lost in another planet, lost on another planet, or maybe in another planet. I don't know, they just seem a little bit lost in general. So we will get onto that as well. Okay, so let me just fill up these gaps, because I really wanted to keep these 4 together, since they sort of came out in that sense. I wanted to keep these 3 together, I wanted to keep those 2 down there. So let's get these. Okay, so we've got the 7 of Swords as well, which flipped over. Knight of Wands. And last card. Oh, okay, there we go. That just jumped out straight away. The fact that the Magician is the last card here is really telling, because the Magician is ruled by Mercury, and Mercury is the planet of communication. Communication. Could you believe that? As the last card, it's almost like we're looking at, and we'll get onto this Magician in a second, it's almost like we're looking at these cards, and you know, you'd look at that 7 of Swords and you think, oh my god, what am I looking at with the 7 of Swords? And then it's almost like there's hope at the end of this reading, right? With the Magician of all cards. And I think that that's just so telling, because it's almost like you might be giving up on hope completely with this situation. You might be thinking, nothing will ever come out of this. Ever. You know, just by looking at these cards, you might think that. And then you've got the Magician. And it's like that last little string of hope, where it shows there being communication. So yes, I see communication. I do see contact with this person. But I need to go through these other cards for it to make sense. Otherwise, you're going to be like, Moonlight, I see that 7 of Swords looking at me. I see it, Moonlight. Explain, please, Moonlight. I will. I'll explain it. Let me just take a sip of my water very, very quickly. Alright, so 3 of Wands. The 3 of Wands shows that contact comes after a little bit of time. The 3 of Wands also shows you perhaps waiting, wondering, spending some time in your day thinking about what's going to happen, how it's going to happen. What I recommend is not waiting. I know that sounds just ridiculous, doesn't it? Because you're watching this reading, but you know, watch this reading, have the information, and then you can always make your choices from this point forward. I really recommend just focusing on your energy, your goals, your dreams, feeling good about yourself. Not to say that you're not feeling good about yourself, but if you are waiting, it can drain your energy, and that can make you feel not so good about yourself. You know, it can just make us feel like, I don't feel so good. So what I would totally 100% recommend with this 3 of Wands is just totally use this time for you, right? By maybe shifting the energy back to yourself. Because the thing that I'm seeing is this person here is going to take their time, right? It's going to take their time. Right now, they're feeling conflicted, they're feeling chaotic. You don't need to be waiting for someone when they're feeling quite chaotic. Are they going to contact you? Yes. But it's going to feel to me like they're going to contact you just as you like give up and you focus on yourself. You know, it's that last sort of string of hope. So I don't mean to be negative, of course, but what I do see is that it's better for you to just use this time for yourself now and let them come to you, right? Because if they come to you, it doesn't matter what you're doing. You don't need to be sitting there in order for them to come to you. You could be doing your own thing and they will still come to you. So, you know what I mean? This is, it's almost like it sounds negative, but it's actually not in many ways. This is just going to help you. It's going to help you to feel better about yourself. You don't need to be sitting and waiting for somebody to come to you, because regardless, this person's going to come to you, but you could be using your energy to feel good about yourself, you know, and to focus on your goals and your dreams, and to stay sort of more, you know, proactive towards those things, rather than feeling sad and upset that this person isn't contacting you. So it is sort of about changing and shifting that energy. And remember, it's not just about like, okay, let me just shift my energy and everything will be fine tomorrow. It doesn't obviously work like that. It takes a little bit of time for us to shift our energy and to feel better about situations, especially when we do get so sort of emotionally invested into certain connections and situations. It can be really hard, and I totally understand that. I'm not saying like, I am not in any way, shape or form saying to you in any way, just get over it or something, because that never helps, right? That never ever helps. That's just not the situation. But what I'm saying is, in time, right? In time, you will start to feel better. You will start to focus more on your goals and your dreams, and you will just feel like a weight is being slowly lifted off of you. That's what I'm saying, right? Slowly but surely. Not just, come on guys. You know, that's not what I'm saying whatsoever. Ever, ever, ever. To the point where I'm like, just get over it. They'll come. I mean, that's the worst piece of advice I've ever heard. I mean, you know, even those that are dealing with things mentally, and when you hear people say things to them like, just get over it, it's literally the worst piece of advice I could ever even think of. It doesn't just happen like that. It happens over time, you know, but we have to sort of make those steps towards it, and then we start to feel better when we start to focus on sort of other things, and we start to also prioritize these little things. Even 10 minutes of meditation a day can take your mind off of things a little bit more, and it can spiritually allow other things to evolve in our life as well. So it's about taking those steps and just putting more energy into different areas of your life if you can, because that will help you step by step. It's not just going to help you overnight. You know, that's the thing, is I'm not saying like, okay, well, if you just do this and this will happen overnight. No, it's not going to happen overnight, but it will happen step by step. You know, so hopefully that makes sense. I really hope I didn't confuse any of you, but basically this person is going to contact you. It's just, it's better for you right now to put that focus into yourself and maybe not drain yourself as much, because if you continue to wait, you might feel that you're drained even more of energy, and you may feel even worse, and I don't want you to feel that way. I want you to feel good about yourself. Of course, it's always your choice. If you want to wait in a situation or you want to move on in a situation, that's always going to be part of your free will. But I personally, the way I see things being is just, regardless of what you do, this person's going to come towards you anyway. So if you can just, you know, if you can just not wait, then that's the best thing. You know, I'd rather you don't wait and you put your energy into things that you feel better about than wait, drain your energy, and then them also come forward, because, you know, that's just not going to make you feel good. You're going to have trust issues, and I don't want you to have trust issues. I just feel like that's the last thing you need. So anyways, yes, this person is going to come to you. Yes, they are going to break contact. That's the most important thing, which is why I see that it's better for you not to wait for it all to happen. You know, I know that there's sort of this waiting energy happening also with this Four of Cups, where you might be putting your cup out hoping, okay, at least hoping, especially if this person has blocked you, you know, then your number or your social media or anything like that, you might be waiting for them to maybe unblock you, or you might be waiting for them to contact you or express things to you. But I just don't recommend that. You know, withdraw your cup if you can, and put that cup towards yourself. That's what I'm seeing, because eventually they're going to offer you a cup. You see, it's such a big thing where we feel like we have to give our cup, you know, to this person when they're not even interested. But what happens in return? They give our cup eventually. Okay, so yes, this person is going to contact you eventually, but it's just really important for you to, right now, I think, to just put your energy towards yourself and give yourself that love that you desire. Put your cup towards you, okay? That's just so important. I think that especially with the fact that we've got the Empress sitting right next to this card, and also the Ace of Cups as well, and also the Six of Cups. Oh my gosh, look at these cups. It's just important for you to put your cup towards yourself, especially when it's not being reciprocated here, and also to give yourself that love and that self-fulfillment that you deserve right now. Okay, that's just so important because the Empress energy is ruled by Venus. Venus is all about love, right? It's just so important that you give that to you. Give it to you. You know, you deserve it. And then this cup will come to you from this person. The contact will happen. Magician shows contact happening right after a period of them growing, getting stronger within themselves, and also learning lessons after them having, walked away, or there being no contact, right? Because that's what it shows. The Eight of Cups shows no contact. After a period of time, they realize their mistakes. And I also feel, right, the Seven of Swords here is them realizing what they have done in the past, okay? Whether they have lied, or whether they have stolen, or whether they have cheated, or, been not so great in their energy, or said one thing and done another. This is them realizing all of that and actually feeling pretty bad about it. Because the Eight of Cups is about self-discovery, learning mistakes. It's about knowing what was done wrong, knowing what was done right, knowing what was not done in a good way, in any way, shape or form, and actually coming back around much stronger from it and then coming to you, right? So they've learnt their mistakes. They have become stronger. But what I don't want for you, and this is why I keep saying it's best for you to really just focus on your energy, I don't want you to feel even worse than you feel now, just by waiting. So that's why I don't recommend waiting, but at the end of the day, it's completely your choice. But the Six of Cups here, shows contact. It shows them wanting to be on the same page as you, wanting to give you just as much, if not more, and wanting to really be there for you, and wanting to contact you and express things to you and just be loving and caring as well. So, it's a really, really strong energy that I pick up on, but I also feel like it's a very vital energy, should I say, where I think it's pretty necessary in the sense that they do have a lot to learn and grow towards, which actually is very important because they need to grow towards these things now before they come to you, because you don't want them to come to you and not have learnt a lot of these lessons and then to treat you in exactly the same way and then have no contact again. See, that would be worse, way worse. So trust the path of this connection. Trust that the reason that there is no contact right now is because there needs to not be any contact right now, that you are protected by the universe. And you may feel like, but Moonlight, I just don't understand why. I don't understand why. I understand that you are thinking that way, but sometimes the universe is protecting us from more hurt. And sometimes the universe wants people to learn lessons sooner rather than later. You don't want this person to come back around and go through the same cycle of just hurting you over and over again by coming to you and then going and hurting you and hurting you. The reason this no contact has happened is so that they can learn their lessons, so they can understand the depth of what they have done. They can emotionally understand it and then come forward. Okay, sometimes distance, absence, space is a good thing. And this is the situation in which it is good. It's protecting you, and it is vital and important. I know it seems frustrating. I know it does. I'm so sorry, but there is contact, right? The positive out of this is that there is contact. There may not be any contact now, but there is contact in the future. And I think that more than anything, it's a really strong place to be. Really strong place to be, and a very vital place to be as well. So that is what I'm seeing right here. Wow. Wow. Sorry, I just grabbed my cup just in case you're wondering what I'm grabbing off my table. But I really do feel that this has happened for a specific reason, and I know it may feel like a curse, but I truly feel that it's a blessing. And you might think to yourself, but Moonlight, I just don't understand. I know it's hard. It's hard sometimes in situations like this. You just don't understand. And I've been in situations like this too, where you just don't understand it until you come out of it and, you go through a phase of time and then things do come together and it's like, whoa, that almost needed to happen, because otherwise then the abundance would not be as high afterwards. So this Magician, the fact that it was the last card that really came out, and it was Mercury, planet of communication, it just goes to show you that it all happens for a reason. This whole growth process, which we see with all of these flowers and leaves, it's all part of the process. It's all a part of how things grow, how things manifest, and how things stay in our lives. It's all a part of the process, and it's about trusting the process. So yes, there may not be communication now, but that doesn't mean that there's not going to be communication in the future or forever. You know, that's the positive thing that we need to take away from this, and also to give ourselves more of that love, that dedication, and more of what we truly desire and deserve. You know, it's really about giving ourselves that and not depriving ourselves of that, to be honest. So that's really what I'm seeing here, and I do see that. I know it doesn't seem like the most positive reading, but I actually do feel that it is, and I hope you can see that as well. I just want you to take care of yourself, because it's important to put ourselves at number one. It's important to put yourself at number one, and I really hope that you do. You know, of course you have free will, whether you want to just wait for someone and stay in that waiting energy, but I hope that you put yourself number one, because you truly, truly deserve it. You deserve to give yourself that love that you give to everyone else so freely. You know, I hope you give it to yourself, because you truly deserve it. You really, really do. So, group number 2, this is your reading for no contact. Will they contact you? The answer to your question is yes, but obviously there are some difficulties and some challenges within this, but we still see that communication, and everything is happening for a reason, a very strong reason, and they are learning some deep, strong lessons along the way. So this is your reading. If this resonates with you, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Definitely do check out the description box below for information on private paid readings, free reading giveaway, and my bracelets, which are on Etsy. And I hope you have a lovely day or night wherever you are, whenever you're watching this. And definitely do take care of yourself. Please do. And I hope you have a lovely day or night, and we're going to now move on to group number 3, last but never least, right? So I'm just going to take a sip of my water, and then I will clear the cards. Oh, other way. There we go. Okay, so group number 3, this is your reading for no contact. Will they contact you? So we have here the Rider-Waite tarot cards, and we're going to see what comes through. So I'm going to shuffle these cards for you. We're going to do a 12 card spread. If you get a few more, it's totally fine, but I'm going to aim for roughly 12, and let's see what comes through in regards to the messages. First card, right out. Whoa. Okay. Whoa. Oh yeah, definitely. Look at that. Ace of Wands, you've got the 10 of Pentacles, you've got the Knight of Pentacles, you've got the King of Wands. What? Wow. Whoa. Ace of Wands definitely does show contact. So if you feel like there's just no chance, I mean, think about it again, because I really do feel that there will be contact here. Also, the Ace of Wands definitely shows communication, interactions, messages, thoughts, emotions, feelings. It's there. It's all there. This is a card about expression and self-expression, and also expressing things to one another. So this is definitely showing contact. Definitely. And you know, the aces are really quite interesting, because it sort of comes out of a cloud, as you can see here, so it can be very unexpected. This wand can just appear out of the cloud, and you'll just be like, what, really? Like now? I was waiting before, but now? It just seems really surprising. You know, that's what I was just like, whoa, like, it seems really surprising. So for many of you, you're going to get contact when you least expect it. That's what I'm seeing. It just comes out of nowhere, you know. Oh, wow. Okay, let me calm down for a second. I'm so excited for you, because I feel like so many of you are thinking and wondering and maybe even panicking or maybe even really deeply upset about the fact that there's no contact, and you're wondering, is it going to happen? Yes, it is going to happen. It is. And it's going to take so many of you by surprise, because you may literally think to yourself, I'm not sure it's ever going to happen. But it is. It's going to happen. Especially this Ace of Wands is so powerful. So powerful. That Ten of Pentacles as well. Knight of Pentacles, King of Wands. I just want to look at these cards. First of all, they're so beautiful, but second of all, the energies of these cards, regardless of what deck they would have come out in, they're still so amazing as energies that, wow. Oh my gosh, look at that, right? We've got the Nine of Pentacles, we've got the Six of Wands, you've got here, oh no, oh my gosh, oh. I mean, I don't mean to say oh no, but it's like, oh my, I just feel like, whoa. Ten of Cups, Ten of Cups. When you've got the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups, it's a serious card. So this particular no contact situation actually brings so much more abundance than just contact. Believe it or not, that's what I'm seeing. And I really feel that this person here is, during their no contact phase, they have realised so much more about what they want in their life, how they see their future, what they see in their future, and I feel like they see you in their future. How many times did I just say future? But that's what I'm seeing here. This is such a strong energy. I mean, the Six of Wands is so important for multiple reasons. I mean, first of all, the Six of Wands here shows them coming towards you. So they're the ones that are going to contact you and essentially break no contact. So what I would recommend is for you to stay in your strong energy, to do you, to feel confident in yourself and who you are as a person. As always, that's the best thing to do. And they will come forward. And I also think it's important for you to see them coming forward and for them to actually break no contact, so you know how they feel towards you. I feel for so many of you that would be so much more important than going towards them. And for some of you, you may not actually have any contact with them, but I would still highly recommend, even if you do have the ability to contact them, let them come to you. Let them show you. Let them allow you to gain their trust again. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say. I think it's really important for you to see their actions. So let them prove their actions. Let them do that. It can take a bit of time because we do have the Knight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles indicates time. Knight of Pentacles is so slow, my gosh. Slower than a snail. Let's just put it at that. But they still get to where they want to go. It's not like a piece of paper or something, right? Where it just stays there, and it's most likely never going to move. Unless the wind pushes it, but that's not what we're talking about. It's like an object where it just stays there. At least with a Knight of Pentacles, which has the equivalent speed of a snail, it still moves. It may be slow, but it still moves. And that's the difference between no contact and then there actually being contact. Even if it's slow, it's still contact, right? So yes, it's slow, but it's still contact. It's better than no contact. For some of you, you might actually feel like, if it's that slow, I'd rather it didn't even happen. But it's still better than it being no contact. I mean, for some of you, you may not be willing to wait, and then that's totally up to you. But I do recommend focusing on your energy and your goals and your dreams. In the meantime, don't wait and wait and wait for this person. You can still focus on all those things that you have going for you and still let them come to you. You don't have to sit there and wait. There isn't a rule that says in order for someone to have contact with you or to break no contact, if you're in a no contact situation, you just have to wait for them. That's the only way you could get contact. That's not how it happens at all. You can still live your best life and let them come to you. I think that's, we have to find these silver linings in situations sometimes, because it can make us feel better, but also it can make us realise that it's not as bad as maybe it could have been. Sometimes we just have to think of the glass as half full rather than half empty, and it can make a world of a difference. Regardless of that, this reading is very spectacular because we have got also the King of Wands, which also shows a huge amount of contact. So it's really important, just so important. It shows them not only reaching out to you and asking you questions, making sure you're okay, like how have you been, what have you been up to, how are you, and testing the waters, right? They're going to test the waters, but they're also going to pursue you and start to pursue you with your responses. So if you shut them down, okay, when they try and contact you, they will feel uneasy and they might retreat a little bit. But if you are responsive and you are like, hey, I'm doing well, let them communicate more with you. That's what I would say. Let them communicate more with you. You give them a few answers here and there, but let them do majority of that sort of warming up, especially with that fire energy. And you'll find that they'll start to become a little bit more comfortable. But also don't shut them down, because then they will retreat and sort of move backwards again. So, it's just a bit of advice when they do come forward. But also that Knight of Pentacles does show still them coming forward with intent of progressing things with you in the future. I have to say that as well, because it's not just this person taking their time only to say, hi, how are you? Okay, bye. This is actually them coming to you, testing the waters and wanting to take things further in regards to a relationship, further in regards to love and progression, and wanting to explore and do more things with you, wanting to get to know you more, talk to you more, spend time with you more, build something with you. With the Ten of Cups, got the beautiful rainbow as well. And to be honest, to have a rainbow, we need a little bit of rain, which is, it's just the way it is. I can't really explain it any other way. I mean, I love rainbows, but yes, we do need some rain for it, which is unfortunate, but it is the way it is. Yeah, it's one of those things, isn't it? But that's what I'm seeing, and it's just really, it's part of the journey, it's part of our reading. We've got so many rainbows here. 1, 2, I guess we could count that as a rainbow. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rainbows so far. It's a lot of rainbows. It's also a lot of rain. We need some rain for a rainbow. So if you feel like the situation has been hard, I feel like all that rain, all of that emotion collectively is building to a bigger picture. Again, sometimes we just have to think of that cup as half full, even though it may feel like it's half empty. So yes, there is going to be contact here, and it's going to be the kind of contact that then slowly but surely builds into a bigger picture, bigger future. And the Three of Pentacles here shows teamwork and harmony, balance, communication. So I really feel that when they contact you, they're going to want to talk to you and have conversations, but they're also going to want you to reciprocate back, which is why I said if you shut them down completely or say something to them which makes them feel really bad, if you just say something like go away when they're trying to talk to you, not that I feel you would say that, but how sometimes when people haven't been in contact with us and we just think to ourselves, how dare you come to me now, that kind of feeling. If you do shut them down, they will retreat a little bit. So it's just important to know that if you do want to talk to them, talk to them. If you don't want to talk to them, that's your choice at that time as to what you say. But if you want to talk to them, you want things to continue, we do have to, just reciprocate in that energy that we want, So this shows here being able to talk to one another, teamwork, harmony, balance, communicating, and actually enjoying that time as well. So I'm just saying that because I think it's important as well sometimes for us to know that it is about sort of making things work. Every connection is about teamwork and collaboration. No connection can exist without that element. It's obviously very important. It's also extremely necessary, so I thought I would just mention that as well, obviously very important. Six of Wands. We sort of already talked about the Six of Wands, but it's definitely about them coming forward. It's also about some form of celebration, so I really do feel that things can go much further in this particular connection as well, but you've got some challenges. The first challenge here is not waiting and really focusing your energy on yourself, because you may have a lot of trust issues when they really do come to you, and that will make you not feel great. The second thing is when they do come forward, it's about how you respond to them. That also makes a world of a difference. So I thought I would just mention that as well. Oh my god, that horse has the most amazing hair ever. Alright, moving along to the Seven of Cups. Let's just get the other 3 cards out as well. That is such a cute horse. Not that the Knight of Pentacles horse isn't cute either. Very cute also, but it's just the hair. Okay, so the Guru card. Oh, got a bonus card. Hanged Man. Okay, so the Guru and the Hanged Man are very much so. The Guru is the only card in this deck which is different to traditional tarot, aka Rider-Waite. Also, the sun has just come through. It's been so gloomy, and all of a sudden the sun is coming through. I do have the light on because it was just so cloudy and the lighting was really bad, but the sun has come out. I feel like that's a sign, you know, a sign of things getting better. It's not going to rain forever. The clouds will eventually clear, and that rain will make that rainbow. That the sun will come through, and things will be brighter. Things will be better for you, especially in this no contact situation. I feel like this is a sign from outside my window. Okay, so we've got here Strength, and we've also got the Emperor. Just got 4 major arcanas in a row. 4 major arcanas in a row to finish your reading. I feel like that's a sign as well. Everything is always a sign, isn't it? Alright. 7 of Cups here definitely does show you may get a lot of dreams in regards to this person in this no contact situation. You may feel like you're getting a lot of signs and synchronicities. You may feel like you're seeing a lot of repeating numbers, or you feel like maybe you go out and you see this person, or there's something out there that reminds you of this person. Maybe you're reading a book or you're on the internet and you see something that just reminds you of them, and it's just something you can't explain. These are the kinds of signs and synchronicities that occur a lot with no contact situations, and it also is showing you in return that the other person is also seeing a lot of signs and synchronicities as well. You are not the only one. So this also pushes them more to come forward, to learn lessons, and also to slowly but surely make their way to you. They're learning, trust me, they are. So, I mean, that's huge, right? It's also about your wish in many ways, right? What you have wished in regards to the situation happening and coming true, because the 7 of Cups is about your wish manifesting, coming true, progressing. That's what the 7 of Cups is truly all about as well. So I definitely do see that element of things here. The Guru is a very important card because the Guru is all about trusting the divine, you know, and trusting that things will progress, things will work out, things will move in a direction that you want them to go in, but also trusting the divine, and also putting energy into yourself, especially because that's what the Hanged Man is all about. Hanged Man is ruled by Neptune. Neptune is all about spirituality. I think right now it's a really good time for you, if you did want to shift more focus onto yourself, to practice meditation, to practice law of attraction, but more so for yourself, you know, not just to help this connection, which, yes, you can do it to help this connection, but it's more so for you, you know, to feel better about yourself and the situation in which things are happening. Perhaps if you're waiting, it can just really shift more energy onto yourself. The more energy you're giving to this person, the more it can prolong things naturally. The more, you know, you're thinking about it, it can just take a bit longer. So the more energy you give to yourself, the more it can make you feel better, not only about yourself, but it also can help the situation, because especially if you have a spiritual connection with this person, the more energy you give yourself, the more it can progress, but the more energy you give this person, the more it can prolong. That's what can happen. So, you know, the Hanged Man is really showcasing a strong energy about putting this energy more towards yourself and really trusting the divine. Say to yourself, if you have a problem, I abandon this problem at the feet of the divine. Let the divine, let the universe take care of this. Trust that everything that's meant for you in your path will never pass you by. Trust that the best things for you are still there and that they will somehow still come to you. They will find a way. Those things that are meant for you will find their way to you. Trust, trust, trust. When you put faith into the universe and you let go of that sort of attachment towards certain things, you best believe there are some amazing things out there on the horizon that will come your way. It's about trusting it. And it's also about the strength card here as well. This person's going to get stronger. They are also going to awaken as well. That's something we're seeing here. Awaken, see a lot of signs and synchronicities. They're going to be much more spiritually connected to themselves. And this can also help this connection as well. So they're focusing on themselves. You focus on yourself and you see how the universe and divine brings everything together and sort of wraps everything up. So that's the strength card showing this connection getting stronger, and also no contact being broken where there is contact. And the Emperor here shows contact, right? Emperor is all about showcasing things, making things happen. It's about communication, because it's that Aries energy of progression and showing feelings, saying feelings, things manifesting and occurring. So yes, I do feel that they will contact you, because the Emperor is an energy of action. And that is what we have for you, group number 3. So this is your reading. I hope it gave you lots of clarity, information and knowledge. I hope that it really helps you, and I hope you have a lovely day or night wherever you are, whenever you're watching this. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to like this video if you liked it. If this whole message resonated with you, please let me know in the comment section below. And definitely do take care of yourself. All the information for the private paid readings, free reading giveaway, my bracelets which are on Etsy, Patreon, all that good stuff is in the description box below. And definitely do take care of yourself, and I hope to see you very soon if you choose to click on another one of my videos or if you subscribe to my channel. Take care. Bye!